Thank you for Tilly. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. So I believe we're recording. I'm going to call this meeting to order. This is the City of Gloucester Licensing Board special meeting. Today is Monday, March 28, 2022, and the time is 6:30 p.m. This meeting is recorded by video and audio in accordance with state open meeting law pursuant to section 20 of chapter 20 of the Acts of 21. This meeting will be conducted by remote participation. Additionally, all votes will be taken by the Gloucester Licensing Board during this and future meetings will be by roll call vote. If you're calling in on a phone, you can press *9 to request to speak. If you're watching on a computer or device, there is a raise hand button that you can tap or press to request to speak. Please use either of these options during oral communications to be recognized to speak. The first order of business is the introduction of licensing board members. My name is Melissa Prince, and I am joined by John Orlando, John Lamarand, and Allison Battle, our licensing board clerk. Is there any public comment to come before the licensing board? Is there anyone there out in our attendees? I see 25 attendees at this time. Is there anyone that would like to address the licensing board on a matter not on the agenda or on the agenda, actually? We can do that tonight with the renewals. If you do, please press *9 or raise your hand. I don't see anyone indicating they'd want to speak to us. So we'll move to the matter of common victual license renewals. We have several on
Madam Chair.
tonight. Yes,
Someone waived, but I think they might have unwaived. So
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Hi. Yeah, I don't see anyone.
there was one, but I think they might have changed it. So
Okay. Common victual license renewals. We have several on
there's
tonight.
Sang Lee is waiving. Janet McKeevy. So there are a couple of folks waived.
Okay. Allison, can you promote Sang Lee, please? Hi. Sang Lee, if you can hear me, can you unmute and state your name and address for the record, please?
Hi, my name is Sang Lee. My address is 76 Prospect Street, Gloucester, Mass.
Thank you. And did you want to address the licensing board tonight?
Yes.
And what would you like to say? We're in public comment.
Well, actually, I don't have any comments. I just wanted to participate the plan, the seating plan, but at Savour.
So you are on for a common victular license tonight. Is there something you wanted to tell us about that license request?
Actually, no.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Allison, can you promote Janet McAvaney? I apologize if I say that wrong. If you could, Janet, if you could unmute and state your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, hello, my name is Janet McAvaney and I live at 32 River Road in Gloucester.
Thank you for joining us tonight. What would you like to inform the board?
I don't know what your procedure is. You know, we wanted to make a comment regarding the Talise license renewal. Not that we're against it, we just need some clarification on one issue. We sent the board an email this morning explaining the situation. I mean, we're very happy with the way things went last year. We've met with the Smiths on the 18th of March. And we went over a lot of the issues, you know, the trash, et cetera, mutual agreement, everything is fine. But we do have a question about the usage of the side deck, which we did. I don't know if you had a chance to see the email, but it's stated in the email, and I don't know how you want me to proceed.
Thank you, Janet. We did receive the email. It's been circulated to the board. And when we get to that part of the agenda, we'll be asking those questions. So I would just say, sit tight, stay tuned. And if for some reason you feel you don't have enough information, you can raise your hand again and we'll address the issue, because I know the neighborhood is very much involved in all the good and great things that go on with that restaurant down there. So it shouldn't take too long, but
Okay.
there's other matters to address first. So yes, we did receive your email and the board is aware of your concerns.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the board under public comment? Seeing none, I'm going to move on to common victual license renewals. We have several renewals on tonight. 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 of them. 2 of them are newer requests. So John, I'm going to ask if we usually do these in bulk for saving time. Is there any questions before we address the bulk? Is there anyone that would want to take one of these businesses out of a motion that would include everyone to discuss? How do we feel?
I'm fine the way it is.
Yeah, I think that there's, you said there's 2. So Sushi Sang Lee is one of them. And who's the second? Is that the
The studio. Yeah, they're
Okay.
new. It's a new owner. It's a location that we've licensed before, but it's just a new owner.
Yep. So I'm fine with doing a bulk approval for all those, but all of them, but those 2.
So you want to take those 2 out to discuss?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to make a motion and read the others into the record?
Sure.
Thank you.
I motion to approve a common victular license for the following establishments. JCG Investments LLC, doing business as Castle Manor Inn at 141 Essex Street. CC&J LLC, doing business as McDonald's on 6 Maple Ave. Subway Restaurant, 25 Railroad Ave. Common Crow Natural Health Inc., doing business at 200 Essex Ave. Eastern Point Yacht Club, 125 Eastern Point Boulevard. DAB Restaurant Group LLC, doing business as Yellow on the Water at 31 Western Ave. J&Z Gloucester Food LLC, doing business as George's Restaurant and Bar at 178 Washington Street. Number 1, Gloucester Buffet Inc., doing business as Midori Chinese Japanese, 32 through 36 Washington Street. And Saltwater Grill LLC, doing business as Saltwater Grill, 226A Washington Street. Sunrise Chinese Restaurant Inc., doing business as Horizon Chinese Restaurant at 4 Rogers Street. The Trio Building Inc., Lobster Land Restaurant at 84 Causeway Street. Smucker Holdings LLC, Kelsey, 33 River Road, and Sugar Magnolias, doing business at 112 Main Street.
Now, John, do you want to second the motion or do you want me to?
I want to second it, but I do have a comment on one of them. So
Okay,
should we
so
second it first?
we'll second and then we'll go into discussion.
Yeah, so I second.
Okay, discussion. John, did you have a question?
It's just a correction. The Castle Manor Inn is not on Essex Street, it's on Essex Avenue,
Okay,
because we do have an Essex Street in Gloucester.
we do. So we'll
Yeah.
note that correction for the motion.
Okay. That's it.
So this is just for the common victual licenses. I understand others, that there's a list within this group that has alcohol licenses that we'll address later on in the meeting. Is there any discussion?
So I have another question though. So the Castle Manor Inn is under new ownership.
Okay,
So they don't have to apply for a new common vic, or,
so they do. If
okay,
they're under new ownership.
is someone here from the Castle Manor?
I don't believe, I remember Allison telling us that we don't bring in common victualers here to this meeting.
Someone's waving. James is waving.
We do. Look at that. James Cattuso. Ask and you shall receive.
Would you like me to bring them in?
Yes, please. Thank you, Allison.
Hey, good evening. James Gattuso here. I'm the owner of the Castle Manor Inn.
Thank you, James. Can you just say your address for the record as well?
Sure, James C. Gattuso, 135 Seaport Boulevard, Unit 1703, Boston, Mass. 02210.
Thank you. Sorry. John, did you have a question?
So James, what is the Castle Manor Inn going to, I know you're an investment company, so are you the manager on site?
Yes, I'm the manager on site. Yep.
Okay. And is the operation going to stay the way that it always has been? Do you have any changes?
Absolutely no changes. It's going to run just the way it always ran, doing, events and functions primarily.
Okay. All right. I have to ask those questions partly because I am your direct abutter.
Yeah, and just so you know, the only reason why the title of the property is in JCG Investments is it was bought via 1031 tax exchange. So in order to kind of buy that, that's why the title to the property is in that name. But I do own Castle Manor Inn LLC, and you are correct. The property is owned by JCG Investments technically.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure, sir.
And we will meet soon as a neighbor.
Would love to.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second because believe it or not, in less than a minute, my dog just destroyed something in the house. But I was listening to the conversation. So is there any other questions regarding the group that we listed, including this newer request?
No.
Nope. Roll call vote, Allison?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammerin.
Yes.
So those common victual licenses are approved. Thank you, James. Now we go back to Sushi Sang Lee LLC, and Sang Lee is here. Is there a motion? Is there questions? How do you want to proceed, John? You took this out of the group. Did you want to inquire to the owner?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand. You've been in that location, I think, for a year now.
We just have to promote Sang Lee again for him to be able to answer.
I think he's
should
still
have-
in there. He's in there.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you. Sorry.
So can you
worries.
talk us through why the change? I think that you're using Savor Wine and Cheese's common vic, and now you're requesting one on your own. So I was hoping you can help me understand the change.
So I've been doing takeout business only, and I would love to put 8 seats at the kitchen side. So basically making a bar, like a sushi bar, so people can sit at the bar so I could serve sushi there.
Okay. And so 8 kind of high top chairs.
Yes, it's gonna be extra height chairs and bar stools, and planning to make bigger bar top, wider bar top. So yeah, that will be that's the plan.
And now there's alcohol in that building. There'll be no alcohol served at those 8 seats.
So gonna be a tasting, sake tasting from Savor. So that will be the only way I could give customers a little bit of a alcohol beverage, and that should be it.
Melissa, should that remain under Savor's common victor license?
So let me ask some questions to Mr. Lee.
Yes.
So Mr. Lee, are you leasing space there?
Yes, I do.
So are there 2 separate spaces within that big space within the store? You lease one area and the alcohol services on the other lease agreement?
So we depends on this procedure. We're gonna renegotiate the lease and everything. So
let me say this, that business is not licensed to serve sushi and serve tastings. Tastings is usually the promotion of alcohol within a liquor store, which is not meant to be drank while eating. It's a taste. So I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to accomplish in there, because there shouldn't be anyone sitting at a sushi bar drinking a taste while having sushi under a package store license.
I see.
So the idea of tasting is to promote the sale of alcohol.
Mhm.
So somebody would come up, take a taste, put the cup back down.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
And if you are leasing a certain space that you have control over, that means there's no liquor in that space. The alcohol is within the space leased by the alcohol part of the business.
Yes. Okay, I understand. I also asked about the BYOB license. I'm wondering if that's a possibility.
So the licensing board passed a BYOB ordinance last year. There is a permit available that a business can get if they are a common victular to have BYOB. However, the issue, which I'm trying to inquire about here, is you cannot have a BYOB if the establishment is licensed already. So is there a wall dividing the two businesses in there? Because that would be the only way you could have BYOB on one side and serving alcohol on the other.
Well, there's no wall, but we're gonna put some divider, yeah.
So there can be no cross.
No
There can
cross,
be no walking back and forth.
no.
There has to be barriers. It's
Mhm.
not invite to taste wine and then go over to the BYOB section. There has to be a clear segregation of space
Yes.
in that
understand.
area. So what I'm going to tell you tonight is, yes, you're a common victular, but the area that you are licensed as a common victular is not allowed to have alcohol in it, not even a taste.
Got it.
We don't want the ABCC stopping by and finding an issue there.
Okay.
So it has to be clear that you understand that. There is absolutely no alcohol to be in your space that you are leasing.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Is there a barrier up there now? Because there probably should be. You're
Not
running it as two separate businesses.
no,
And I believe the sale of alcohol has to have barriers. So I think we might need to have the building inspector come down and see what's going on.
well, but it's during their business hour, people come through that area, my area, and there. Basically, my area is behind the kitchen. But once I have sittings, we'll definitely have something we could block between the liquor, the wine store, and my business area for sure. But
And you may want to check out our BYOB license to see if you qualify for that.
okay, I don't think I remember that only the one address could have only one type of liquor. Oh, I don't. It'll be easy, but yeah, I could ask. I can research.
So they can only be, so what we have to do is find out what space the package store was using when they got licensed for that business. And John, maybe you can help me here because I'm not familiar with the space and I know you were in that space before. So I haven't been in there recently to know, so I apologize. So I'm trying to learn when I ask these questions. So is the sushi part of the business is your business, the sushi part of the business, which you have received a common victular for, which means you're a business and you're providing seating to the food. How is that located within the footprint of the building?
Yeah, so it's general, for me or for Sang?
Either somebody, I'm just trying to understand. Thank you, John.
I mean, it's an open space. I mean, the parking lot is in the back of the building, you know, so folks that are interested in the wine, I mean, the The spaces are separate, but there's not a wall partitioning them off. You know, there's a counter that the kitchen is behind with a serving bar there. So folks would typically come in the back door and walk straight up to the front of the store where all the wine is located, the tasting machines, and then exit out.
So you have the front door off of Prospect Street and then the back door off the, across from St. Anne's School there. So
Yeah.
those are the two entrances, and the sushi pots near the parking lot, the alcohol is at the front, and patrons use both entrances to get to either.
Correct.
Okay. It's my understanding that to sell alcohol, there has to be clear barriers that are under the control of the person that has the license. So this could be an issue. So, Mr. Lee, I want to advise you at this time that we are issuing you a common victual license only. You have no authority to have alcohol within your establishment of that business.
I understand. Yes.
And if you're interested in a BYOB, you can get a copy of the very extensive language of that license to see if you would qualify. And the first thing we're going to ask is, your business would have to be completely separate from the alcohol business, because you can't have one business can't have a BYOB and an alcohol license.
Mhm.
And I believe there's a required amount of seating. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. I can't remember all the language of that, but there's a lot of structure and a lot of regulation within that BYOB.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up to find out
Yeah,
what
so that would
criteria
be
you
a
put in.
conversation for another time. So tonight before us is a common victual license, which does not authorize any alcohol to be within the boundaries of that common victual license.
Yes.
Do we have a motion to approve? Or any other questions? I don't want to push.
No,
I
I don't have
motion
it.
to approve a common victular license for Sushi Sang Lee LLC doing business at 76 Prospect Street.
Excuse me, I'll second that.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion on this application?
No.
Allison, roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
So Mr. Lee, you now have a common victual license. Do you have any questions for us?
Great. Thank you much. No, I don't have any other questions.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
So Studio LLC, DBA Studio, is there anyone here to represent that establishment? I believe we approved their licenses at the last meeting, so I don't know that anyone would be here. John Lammer, did you have any questions?
Yeah, I think the only question I had was just to make sure, confirm that nothing's really changed. I know they did that during the, the licensing transfer. So I just didn't know if they had any other changes since our last meeting.
So under the common vic, we look at the space, how much seating is there. Trying to think, what else do we consider besides having their liability that's under the liquor, the workers' comp. Workers' comp is under the liquor. So is there anything specific, John? You're just looking more at seating arrangements and things like that?
Yeah, I just want to make sure nothing had changed from the last time we had spoken. I think they were doing some renovations, but they hadn't completed it all. But I'm fine with moving forward.
I believe we inquired to that when we approved the seasonal license. Did we do the seasonal license on this one? We did, right? Last meeting? I'm starting to lose track because we do so many licenses.
I know, same here.
Allison, did we renew their seasonal? We did something with them at a recent meeting.
We did a transfer.
Oh, that's
We
what
did.
it was. Okay, yes,
Yeah.
forgive me. I'm sorry. I know we were talking about them.
So I'm good. I can go ahead and motion to approve that.
Okay.
A motion to approve a common victular license for Sus Studios LLC doing business as the studio at 51 Rocky Neck Ave.
And I second.
Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery, sorry.
Yes.
Been a long day. For those on this board tonight, know that this board has been in meetings since 10 o'clock this morning, so I apologize in advance if we hesitate a little bit. We've been online here for about 9 hours now. Okay, next order of business is seasonal wine and malt beverage package store licenses. We will start with Common Crow Natural Health. Is there anyone here from Common Crow? Could you please raise your hand or press *9? I see a phone number that has their hand raised.
Oh, it moved on me, hold on.
So the phone number 978-281-5760. Can you unmute and state your name and address for the record, please? We are not hearing anything. Allison, can we remove James and Janet? Can we unpromote them? Or at least mute them so that there's no feedback? So the phone that just raised your hand to speak, you are muted and we cannot hear you. Can you unmute, please, and state your name and address for the record?
There we go.
Hi, Kate
Hi.
Noonan from Pro. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. 12 Dorset Drive, Gloucester.
Great, thank you. This is your third year, I believe.
Yeah, we had one really long year. So this
Good
is our,
job. And how
I
are
know,
things
that was
over there? How are things going with your sales?
oh, well, they're completely halted right now, so we're looking forward to Friday.
Great. Oh, yeah, because you
Yeah,
haven't
we-
started yet. April 1st, forgive me.
Yeah, we've done really well. It's been good.
Good. John and John, any questions regarding Common Crow?
I don't.
I had none.
There a motion to approve?
A motion to approve a seasonal wine and malt beverage package store license to Common Crow Natural Health, Inc., doing business at 200 Eastern Ave.
And I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second. Allison, just for the sake of knowing this online permanent system, as rigorous as it is, it can sometimes be confusing. Is all their paperwork been submitted?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. Is there a roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
So their license has been renewed. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, Wednesday is my usual receive day. Can I receive as long as I don't sell till Friday?
So it's my understanding with your license, there's not an ability to receive until you have a license.
Okay, so my license will be active as of April 1.
It's effective April 1st, yes.
Okay,
To be honest with you, I don't know those regulations, but the distributor will.
yeah, okay.
We can call you back, but because I know some stores keep alcohol year round. So as long as you're not
Right.
serving, it's probably okay. I can't say for sure. It's never been an
Yeah.
issue. So as long as they're sealed.
The license doesn't have dates on it.
So
So
the
you either
license,
have a
the license
the
should,
document.
so by law, the statute is that the license is in effect from April 1st through January 15th. That's by statute. And the
Okay,
City of Gloucester adopted that statute to be that time. They can limit it if they want, but they haven't. So that you have the full timeline of the statute for the ability to sell. Your distributor, it should be your distributor will know if legally they can bring the alcohol to you, because usually they ask you for your current license when they either drop off the alcohol or when you order it. So you have to be able to show them a current license, and you're not going to have a current license until April 1st.
Okay, great. Thanks for your help. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good luck. Have a great season.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Dottie Inc., 183 Washington Street. Is there anyone here to represent Dottie? We have a Savita with a hand raised. If we
Yeah,
could.
anyways.
Hi, can you unmute and state your name and address for the record, please? Savita, if you can hear me, we cannot hear you. So can you unmute, please?
She should be all set.
Hello,
Hi, can you please state your name and address for the record?
Savita Kumari, 183 Washington Street, Gloucester.
Thank you. And this is Tony's Variety Store, correct?
Right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Hello to
Um,
everybody.
So I'm looking at your application and I see through the online permit system that you have successfully got to this point, which means all your paperwork has been submitted. John, do you have any questions?
No,
Do not.
Can you just tell me what your hours of operation are for your sales?
For the beer sales, 8 morning to 9 p.m., Monday to Saturday, and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Sunday?
Yep.
Great. Is there a motion to approve?
Can you repeat the hours?
8 to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and then on Sunday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I just want to check the system just to make sure that those hours are on there. Unless Allison can confirm.
It says 8 to 9 Monday. I just don't know.
I know the system.
Awful.
Yeah, I checked with the Alson about the system. They allows hour to put in the system. That's we put it there.
So Allison, I would just say in the system, it looks like it's 8 a.m. on Sunday as well. And I don't know if it's just because there's no room to state differently, but we both know that alcohol sales can't start until 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to choose earlier than 10 a.m. So
Well, it
Not
says
sure.
Monday through Sunday, 8 to 9 p.m. So I don't know how it works in the IT world with the system.
I'll talk to them.
Just be sure that on the license, it says 10 a.m. Is there a motion to approve?
A motion to approve a seasonal wine and malt beverage package store license to Dati Inc., doing business at 183 Washington Street.
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Miss Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lamoureux.
Yes.
Savita, do you have any questions for us before you go?
No question. This is only timing the operation hour only because the system, IT system is new, it's hard to understand first time.
I completely agree with you 100%.
We all do.
I'm gonna give you a star because you made it as far as you did.
Right.
Next year will be easier. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you so much.
Have a good night.
You too,
Next
thank you so
up.
much. Thanks everybody.
Bye-bye. The next order is Business is Energy North Inc., 73 Essex Ave. We have Joe Green with a hand raised.
Good evening.
Good evening. Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Joseph Green, representing 71 Essex Ave in Gloucester, Mass.
Thank you. Are the attorney representing them or are you a,
Yep, I'm one of the officers. I have
Okay.
the manager of record, who's actually on a phone call, Samad Matakor. He's the manager of record here as well.
great, thank you. John and John, any questions?
No, not at this point. I know that they're going to do some rehab in the building, so I know that will come in at a later date.
Joe, do you want to give us any idea about that timeline? Because it was unknown when you were here a few meetings ago.
Well, that's pretty much the same now. So we're working out the details. Thank you for mentioning that. Yep.
Okay. So tonight is for a seasonal wine and malt only.
Correct. Yes. Thank you.
Great. Can you tell me your hours of operation for the sale of alcohol within the store right now?
Well, now that I heard it, no, I'm just kidding. Monday through Saturday, 8 to 11, and then Sunday, 10 to 11. I know you could go longer, but that's the hours that we're open to.
Oh, I don't think you can go much longer than that.
Right.
8 to 11 and 10 to 11 on Sunday.
Yep.
That's the hours. That's no longer than that.
That's right.
And again, Madam Chair, I think it's 8 a.m. on Sunday too. So, but then they have some other dates, part 2 that says 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
So we know that license cannot be
Sunday.
sold before 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Yep.
That's by statute.
Sorry.
Sounds like my house. Oh, I'm sorry, my dog's too busy ripping things apart. So on Sunday, just online, Allison, it doesn't state different for Sunday, but as you know what the hours are, we can put the correct hours on the license.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there a motion to approve?
A motion to approve a seasonal wine and malt beverage package store license to Energy North Inc. doing business at 73 Essex Ave.
And I second.
Any discussion?
Amen.
Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
So that that license has been renewed. Do you have any questions for us?
No, thank you so much, and I hope you can get some rest soon.
Thanks. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, maybe not. We have another meeting tomorrow night. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Next order is, I'm gonna destroy this because I'm not as Italian as I'd like to be. Pastillo Vita Corda Inc.
You skipped
At
one.
120.
What
And
are
one
they doing business as?
You skipped JMY
Oh,
Corporation.
I'm sorry. Okay. So let's go back to JMY Corporation, DBA Little River Mark, 300 Essex Ave. Is there anyone here to represent Little River? Anyone here to represent Little River? JMY Corporation.
There you go.
Let's see
Joseph.
Joseph with his hand raised. That's not the same Joseph we just
Yeah,
talked.
that's the other use, Joseph Yusuf.
Okay. Joseph, if you could unmute and state your name and address for the record, please.
Okay.
Joseph, thank
Yes.
you. Hi.
Yes, hi. My name is Joseph, owner Little River Mart, 300 Essex Ave, Gloucester.
Joseph, what's your last name or your first name?
My first name Joseph, my last name Yusuf.
Yusuf. And what's your address?
300 Essex Ave, Gloucester.
Thank you. So you're here for a renewal. Can you tell me your hours of operation, please?
Excuse me, what?
What hours are you selling alcohol?
Our Monday to Saturday, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, except Sunday, 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just pulling up your records here.
Sure.
That Sunday again is not correct. So
Yeah, I
Everything
think
else-
that's a limp in the system we're gonna have
Yeah.
to fix.
everything else seemed to be good.
Is there any other questions? Your motion to approve?
Motion to approve a seasonal wine and malt beverage package store license to JMY Corporation doing business as Little River Mart located at 300 Essex Ave.
I second, excuse me.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Mr. Lamb,
Yes.
Ms. Prince.
Yes. Joseph, do you have any questions for us?
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a good season.
You too.
Next-
Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Back to Pastio Via Corda Inc., 123 Main Street. I see Danielle has her hand raised.
Where it will only let me promote her.
And Joseph should be unpromoted.
Yeah, I know, he's, something's wrong.
There we go.
Mine says she's connecting to audio. Danielle, can you hear us? If you can you state your name and address for the record? Danielle, can you hear us? On my end, it says that you're trying to connect to audio. Danielle, can you hear us? We cannot hear you. Allison, is that your background?
Yeah, probably, my kids are all walking in the door. Hold on.
That's okay. I just trying to figure out if I'm hearing Danielle. Danielle, can you hear us? Danielle, we cannot hear you. I'm wondering if you should maybe get out of Zoom and try to reconnect because we're not hearing you. It looks like you should be able to speak to us, but I don't.
Good.
Okay. Let's move on.
She's there.
Danielle, can you hear us?
I'll give her a call.
Let's move on to the seasonal wine only package store license, Laura Lee, DBA The Cave at 44 Main Street. Is there anyone here from The Cave? There's a phone number. Allison, if you can promote. Allison's probably on the phone.
Hold on. I was trying to call Danielle. Hold on
No,
a
I
second.
know. Can you promote that phone number while you call Danielle and we can address The Cave while we're waiting? Thank you. So representative from The Cave, if you could unmute and state your name and address for the record? Representative of The Cave, you need to unmute. We cannot hear you. Can I just say I cannot wait back to in person?
There she is.
Hi,
Hi.
can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Yes, Laura Lee, 92 Main Street, Unit 5, Gloucester, Mass.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
You're here tonight for your seasonal wine only package store license.
Yes.
John and John, do you have any questions?
I do not.
No.
No, I'm very grateful and no questions.
Hey, let me call you right back. Let me call you right back.
Hold on, I'm just trying to look up the information.
Yeah, Madam
Do you
Chair,
have
I
any
looked at it.
questions?
No, I looked at it. So it's Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Looks like Sunday's not open.
Laura,
Well, it's by chance.
Laura, are you closed on Sundays?
You know, I go by the weather, so I open on some days on Sunday, but not as a rule every week.
And when you open on Sunday, what time do you open?
I do 10 to 2.
And what are your hours during the week?
During the week, Tuesday through Saturday, it's 10 to 4.
So you're closed on Monday?
Yes.
Okay. And have you gotten all your other inspections done?
Everything is in order. Everything's been inspected and approved, and yeah, I'm good to go.
It's a
Great.
package store, so she doesn't have inspections like the other ones.
Yeah, I just didn't know where there was
Yeah.
food in there. There's food. Right.
I don't prepare. I don't prepare any food. I don't have. I just have a retail food permit.
Right, because you have the cheeses and all that good stuff in there, right?
Right. So the Board of Health comes in on a regular basis and makes sure the temperature's where it should be on the coolers. You know, and that everything is where it should be, basically.
Yeah, I'm seeing that you got your food permit on March 9th at 11:53 a.m. That's how specific the system is.
Yep.
Great. John and John, do you have any questions?
No.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve a seasonal wine only package store license to Laura Lee doing business as The Cave at 44 Main Street.
Allison. It's good.
Second it.
Any discussions?
No.
Roll call vote, Allison, if you're able.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
That's okay.
Okay, can you hear me? So, Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammerin.
Yes.
Laura, do you have any questions for us?
I'm gonna have you talk.
No, thank you so much.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, Laura.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Were we able to get the,
Yeah, I have Danielle on my phone. Can she speak through that way?
absolutely, as long as she states her name and address so that we can hear her.
Hey, Danielle, go ahead.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm a millennial and I don't know why my Zoom's not working, but it's embarrassing.
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Figure it out.
So my business address is 123 Main Street, Suite 1, Gloucester, Mass. 01930, 01930. And then my company address is 25 Alhambra Circle South, Agawam, Massachusetts, 01001.
Thank you. And can you
Business
tell
address
me,
at Newport Ave.
can you tell me the hours of operation for your business?
Yep, Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, and then Sunday, 11 to 5. Monday, Tuesday closed.
Thank you. John and John, any questions?
Not for me.
Nope.
Allison, we have everything in place, correct?
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
I motion to approve a seasonal wine and malt beverage package store license for Pastaro via Cortel Inc. doing business at 123 Main Street.
I second that.
Any discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammerin.
Yes.
Danielle, do you have any questions for us? Our license is issued.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great season.
Yep, thank you so much. Take care.
Next order of business is seasonal all alcohol beverage club license. That would be Easton Point Yacht Club, 125 Easton Point Boulevard. Is there anyone here to represent Easton Point?
Okay.
I see Jack Egan. We could promote Jack. That would be great.
I see.
Hi, Jack. Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Sure, Melissa. Jack Egan, 7 Rancher Circle, Danvers, Mass. Club controller, Easton Point Yacht Club. I should be joined by Bill Rand, the Commodore, who is an officer of the club and on the license, and Tim Hart, the new general manager. This is his second week, so I can answer most of the questions if it's allowable, but Bill is a long-term member of the club and said he's the current Commodore. We
Thank
also
you.
have a change of manager license pending for next month.
Okay.
Madam Chair,
but-
could I get his
yes.
address for number 7?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Could I get his address? I only heard number 7.
For Jack? Yes, Jack, can you just
Sure.
restate your address? Thank you.
Yep, Orentia, ORRANTIA Circle in Danvers.
Thank you.
And does Tim Hart need to be promoted? Does he want to speak to this license? Or is he just here for support?
He's here for support and for other licenses. Again, next month, hopefully it's a change of manager.
Oh, he's the intended manager?
Correct.
Okay. so
Bill
we'll
is the
talk-
current Commodore and he's on the paperwork. He has signed.
Okay, so we'll talk to Tim next month. So Easton Point Yacht Club. So I just want to start by saying it's kind of an announcement to all those that are coming forward tonight from this point forward that the COVID regulations that allowed the extra space to be outdoors that was licensed last year is no longer in effect. So we have, when we approve licenses this year, it does not include any extension of premise that was approved last year. I just want to be clear on that for the alcohol licenses going forward tonight, because I believe many of them were using COVID regulation space outside. So I just wanted to make that announcement that at this time, those spaces are no longer regulated to serve alcohol. So we're back to the original application and what the floor plan that was submitted at the time. So with that being said, didn't Easton Point Yacht Club extend their premises a little bit, or am I remembering incorrectly?
We did not, we are the same as prior. We did not.
Okay. And can you remind me again what you have for outdoor space?
We have the attached deck with the 8 tables of 4 on the deck.
Okay, and that deck
Jack,
area.
don't you have the,
Yep.
sorry, Madam Chair. Jack,
No,
do
that's
you
okay.
also
Go ahead.
have the tent for weddings?
Yes, we do. We have the side tents. If there's a wedding, not every wedding goes outside, some are inside, but yes, we do the tent outside generally through the event company in town.
And where is that on the property? The side to the deck?
It's on, if you come into the parking lot of the club, it's on the left-hand side lawn.
Okay. So when you're having weddings, people are inside with the drinks and served from inside? How does that work? I don't remember this conversation before.
Sure. So if it's a small wedding, generally about 50 people are inside. Everything is inside, the dining, the bar. If they go outside in the tent, again, generally about 60 plus, then we do set up an outdoor bar under the tent, well, next to the tent.
Okay. John and John, do you have any questions?
I do not, no.
No.
So this is the same licensed area originally.
Yes, my understanding, it hasn't changed in probably decades.
Okay, great. And what are your hours of operation?
For alcohol, the club hours of operation.
And what is those hours?
For alcohol, 12 to 11, 7 days a week. Last call is at 10:30. Bar closes at 10:45. As we have neighbors, they're also part of the association.
Okay. And did you receive any complaints last year? We haven't heard anything, but did you get any complaints from any neighbors?
No, we have not. The 6 neighbors are actually members.
That helps. Is there a motion to approve?
I motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage club license to Eastern Point Yacht Club doing business at 125 Eastern Point Boulevard.
And I second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammerow.
Yes.
Thank you. Without objection, I'd like to go to the entertainment licenses while we have everyone here. For the Eastern Point Yacht Club, they've requested a weekly and a weekday and a Sunday license. So can you tell us, Jack, a little bit what your entertainment is, if it's anything different in years past? I know you were
No.
looking for indoor and outdoor.
Very little indoor. It's generally on Sunday evenings. It's 5:30 to 8:30, and it generally consists of a 1 to 3 person band for the members. And obviously there is entertainment for a wedding, a DJ or a band. And we have 2 or 3 club events during the season. We have a 4-piece jazz night on a Thursday night. So it's not, traditional entertainment. It's just mostly something for the members. It's not loud. We're not having bands playing. It's just, 1 or 2 people most every Sunday night and a couple of nights during the season.
So it's not every day.
No, we don't.
And it's not turned up loud.
No, absolutely no. Most weeks, there's only one again, which is the Sunday night. Generally, once or twice a month, there is something else, but again, it's small.
Are we going to 11 o'clock on a Sunday night?
No.
Or is that 8:30?
Yeah, it's around 8:30, 9 o'clock. They're not going late. We're not like a late night establishment, obviously, based on the membership.
Thank you. John and John, any questions?
No, on Sunday on the application, it does say 11 p.m.
Yeah,
1
we asked
p.m. to
for
11.
it, but in all honesty, 8:30, 9 o'clock, the guys that are coming in, they 5:30. Our last reservations at 9:30, so the members are gone shortly after dinner. They're not sticking around.
So I guess I have concerns about it being until 11 o'clock on Sunday. So can you give us a time that we can put on the license on Sunday?
Sure, we can easily be done with music by 10. There's not a problem with that at all.
John and John?
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
A motion to approve an entertainment license for Eastern Point Yacht Club doing business at 125 Eastern Point Boulevard.
And I second.
So procedurally wise, we don't have to do Sunday as a recommendation to the mayor anymore, so we can just do one motion? Or Allison, that's a separate license, correct?
It is still a separate license. You're just not going to be putting it to the mayor.
We don't have to recommend it to the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do 2 different motions then. So this
Yep.
motion is for Monday through Saturday. And just to be clear, this is music that is not loud.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I motion to
Um,
approve a Sunday entertainment license for Eastern Point Yacht Club doing business at 125 Eastern Point Boulevard.
Wait, we didn't do this Monday through Saturday yet.
Oh, yeah, we did
We
that
did.
from,
Right, so we haven't voted it. Sorry,
that's right, yeah.
that's okay. Just baby steps, yeah. So I believe there was a motion and a second, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
There was a
Yes.
So
second.
Allison, roll call vote for the Monday through Saturday license.
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
It's not the right order tonight.
We are into 10 hours on this computer tonight. And
Does
Sunday
anyone
license,
have a drink? No, I'm only kidding.
I motion to approve a Sunday entertainment license for Eastern Point Yacht Club doing business at 125 Eastern Point Boulevard.
And I second that motion.
and that is to be done by 10 o'clock at night. Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote?
They're both 5:30 to 10, am I correct?
5:30 to 10 is what I have.
On Sunday?
Oh, wait,
No, it's 1 PM, according to the application, 1 PM to 10 PM.
Thank you.
I thought I heard 5:30 to 8:30 on Sunday.
That's our dining hours are 5:30 is first
Okay.
reservation, 9:30 is last reservation.
So you want, to be clear, the entertainment on Monday through Saturday is what time? Starts at 1?
On what day again, please?
Sunday.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. We would do noon.
In case you have a wedding, so nothing starts earlier than noon?
No, we don't have any early weddings. The vast majority of the few that we have are late afternoon, early evening.
Okay, so noon till 10 or 11.
11.
If we can do 11 on a Saturday night, that'd be preferable.
We can do it until somebody complains.
That's fine.
So Monday, we approve the motion from noontime to 11 weekdays and Saturday, and then on Sunday it is, did you say 1 to 10 or noon to 10?
If we could do noon to 10 as well.
Okay.
Keep it easy.
Okay.
Noon to 11, Monday through Saturday, noon to 10 on Sunday. So roll call vote.
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Thank you. Any questions for us?
No, we're good. And like I said, we will do the change of manager next month. And then we'll be back on tomorrow night for the lodging.
Okay. See you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night. Thank you all
Have a
very
good
much.
night.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Next order of business is seasonal alcohol beverage restaurant license, Harbor Loop Inc., DBA Declan's at 28 Harbor Loop, 27 Harbor Loop. And we have Patrick Shea.
Hello,
Hi, Patrick. Can you state your name and address for the record?
Patrick Shea, 15 Pleasant Street, Ipswich, Mass. 01938.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
This is a big year for you.
Looking forward to joining the community. It's been quite the feat so far, but looking forward to getting back into the more comfort zone that I'm used to of operating a restaurant.
Well, there's a lot of buzz about you. Everybody wants to know what Declan's is, so. So this is
I hope
probably your
that
first
carries
time
on the
opening.
business.
This is
What
your
was that?
first, yeah, this is your first season to open.
Correct.
And what are the hours that you're looking to open?
So that's a two-pronged question.
We need an answer.
Because due to the anticipated lack of help, which I suspected more so in the kitchen, I figured it was easier to get 5 shifts filled more so than 14. So for the month of April, planning on opening Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 4 to 10.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm confusing this a little bit, but it's 4 to 10 in the kitchen and keeping the bar open to 11 as business exists, but for the month of April, I do not anticipate, or I will not be pouring drinks after 11 o'clock.
And what about Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday is 12 to 10.
Okay, so that's the month of April. What is the
Correct.
intention? If you have the help afterwards, in a perfect world, what would be your operating hours?
So Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to midnight,
Okay,
and Sunday, 10 to 11.
okay. And you have your menu ready to go?
We do. We just finished costing it today, and the drink menu is just about done as well. And I think we got a really nice, fun angle on some of the stuff we do at CK, but with a little bit of a West Coast and island feel to it.
And I know you weren't really doing remodeling, but you were giving a fresh look to some of to part of the restaurant inside from what we knew it before.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so the function room that she had before, they had some flooring down there that just, 2-3 years of people on it. Needed a new floor in there. I did not actually change the paint in there, but we're gonna make the function room the main dining room, as it's the best seat in the house, obviously other than the deck. So, the colder days, the shoulder seasons, that we thought, oh, it's a beautiful function room, but this is the best real estate in the restaurant. So let's make this the main dining room. And then in the bar area, everything is high tops, and really just put a little bit of paint. We kept the original tables they had because those were those cool map tables that I know they worked
Yeah.
hard on, and I think they fit our concept really well.
What about the part you walk into?
So right when you walk in, on the left there was the host station, and I just moved the host station from the left to the right, as I know Rosemarie had, with the capacity that it has and the seats that it has, it just seemed a little bit tight to be able to serve the amount of food and the quality of food I wanted to serve out of there. So we took up a little bit of where the host stand used to be and expanded it to make it a little bit larger of an expo area for the kitchen, so that we'll have a more efficient area to be able to sell the food.
Did you change any of the paint or the flooring in that area?
The flooring is just the same as the existing kitchen flooring, and we put the wall is all FRP, and then the outside of the wall is just some lattice work of wood for us to redo what we did at CK with the apples when you walk into the host area. We're going to do the same with lemons and limes.
Okay. So is it still the brown wood when you walk in?
No, that was painted. It's called sandy white, so it's a little bit off white,
Great.
which
I
helped
wanna
brighten
do-
up that room.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that for about 20 years.
It
Every time I
was
walk
dark.
in,
It
I'm
was
like,
dark in there.
"Need
and
light
on
here,"
some
I
days,
know.
that was good.
I
but
knew where you were
it's light.
going.
Yeah.
Not that I've been there a lot, but every time I walked in, I'm like, oh, this needs to be white.
It was quite.
We also added some Tectum ceiling, just to help with the acoustics.
Great. Okay, any questions? John and
No.
John?
Sounds really nice.
It does. I can't wait to check it out.
We should be getting open here, shooting for the 7th.
April?
Yep.
Nice.
So got our work cut out in the next 9 days.
You can do it.
Oh yeah.
Is there a motion to approve?
I motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage restaurant license to Harbor Loop Inc. doing business as Declan's at 27 Harbor Loop.
And I second that motion.
And those are at the full-time hours of 11 to 12, Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday, 10 to 11, knowing that in the beginning, they're gonna do hours until they can be staffed.
Correct.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lamb.
Yes.
Declan, you also have an automatic amusement license. Is that for the music, the jukebox player?
It
What-
is. We're we're gonna be doing things a little bit differently with that, and I'm fortunate that John Fiore, who owns the company through that, is letting me go along with it. But essentially, we will be playing just background music throughout the day, of our own playlist of it, through that jukebox though,
Okay.
which is wired to the speakers, and so it'll just have a little bit. We did restrict some of the jukebox features so that at 10 o'clock in the morning, nobody can put hip hop on or gospel on a Friday night, etc. So we just did a little bit of restrictions on what type of music we would allow to be played through that. But other than that, the jukebox is still in play, still hooked up to the same speakers, and will be our source of audio.
So that's the only music that will be played through and for entertainment in there is just and not just, I mean, it's a great entertainment. So you're gonna have music through the speakers from the jukebox.
Correct, but not to confuse, it is co-aligned with a Spotify that's streamed through the jukebox.
Okay. And Allison, do we have the serial numbers of that jukebox on file? I'm assuming we do.
We had to have put them in the system to move
Okay.
forward with the application.
Madam
Okay.
Chair, they're there. I see them.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the automatic amusement license to Harbor Loop Inc., doing business as Declan's at 27 Harbor Loop.
I second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Mr. Larry,
Yes.
Ms. Prince.
Yes. Patrick, when you were here before, I was listening very carefully. You had mentioned that you were going to do jazz. Bring in some jazz. Is that still in the plans?
Yes, every Sunday starting in June.
Okay, so you know you need to come back to get that entertainment license.
They already have it, Madam Chair.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they redid theirs in December with the other renewals.
They did their entertainment for this year in December before their liquor license? Okay. Great. Looking forward to it, as you can tell. Thank you. Any questions for us before you go?
No, I'm just looking forward to joining the community and having you guys all in.
We are looking forward to you opening those doors.
Awesome. Well,
have a
thank you
good
so
night.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Next order of business is DAB Restaurant Group LLC, DBA Yella on the Water, 31 Western Ave. And we have attorney Joe Favazza with his hand raised. Attorney Favazza, can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Actually, this
Oh.
is Lauren Weeks from Seaside Legal. My apologies. I am using Joel's Zoom today.
Okay, great. That's why we asked to say your name and address for the record. So thank you. So you're here to represent Yella on the Water?
Correct. Lauren Weeks, attorney with Seaside Legal Solutions. Address is 123 Main Street, Suite 301 here in Gloucester. I am here on behalf of DAB Restaurant Group LLC, DBA Yella on the Water.
Thank you.
I am joined, I believe Carlos and Danielle are both on Zoom today as well, if you have any questions for them.
Okay. So seasonal all alcohol, Yella has been very successful in the past. Any changes to the hours of operation for Yella?
So we're going to stick with what we requested last year as well, which is the 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Their hours vary depending on what part of the year it is. So it's just easier to ask for the 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
And you have that outdoor side area that was made permanent too, correct?
Correct. We have the tent area,
The tent area.
and after that was extended out last year through the licensing board, and then after the licensing board granted that, we went to the zoning board and were approved to make that outdoor seating permanent.
Great. So you have the indoor area, the deck outside, and then the tent area.
Correct.
Great. John and John, do you have any questions?
No, Madam Chair.
No, thank you.
Is there a motion to approve for the all alcohol license?
I motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage restaurant license to DAB Restaurant Group LLC doing business as Yella on the Water at 31 Western Ave.
And I second that motion.
Any further discussion? Roll call
I guess
vote?
I,
Oh, I'm sorry.
hang on a sec. I guess
Yeah.
I do have a question. I was on that zoning board meeting and they had asked you to do something about the handicap parking. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, so in the plans that I submitted with the annual safety inspection, you'll see the handicap space was moved from that front area and is now closer to their side door. And the ramp is going to be extended through the tent area. So there'll be a different configuration with the seating in the tent area to allow for a ramp to join the existing ramp to make it
Okay.
easier for that handicap parking space. And there's also a little staircase going right there as well.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Great, so that license is renewed. We also have entertainment licenses for weekday and Sunday. So can you tell us about the entertainment license at Yellow on the Water? It's my understanding it was like ambient music over the
Correct.
past years.
Correct. They do mostly recorded music during their normal operation hours. And then they do offer some live music Thursday through Saturday, and then during their beach hours on Sunday.
So is the live music inside?
Live music is outside and inside, I believe, but it is low and it's mostly, it's not bands or anything. It's mostly just minor amplification to allow for some keyboard play or an acoustic guitar, for instance.
Any complaints from the neighbors? Because I thought it was just a ambient music. I didn't think we got to the live music. I thought COVID came and put that.
I
took it
have,
off the table.
to my knowledge, there are no complaints as far as the entertainment goes.
Can you tell me if you've had live music outside at this point? And you might need to promote, we can promote somebody if you need to do that to get that answer.
If you want to promote, I believe Danielle is on the call as well, just to confirm.
Danielle Gramas? Oh, that's Dan.
Verdon.
Sorry.
Hi. Yes,
Hi.
we have had just like an acoustic guitar player with amplification.
You've done that in the past?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that, I knew we had discussed that, but I thought when COVID came that it didn't happen. And that's
Yeah, we
okay.
did it the year before. We had one time during COVID, but it was we've had that same license since 2019.
Okay. So this is for indoor and outdoor. Outdoor is lightly amplified only.
Correct.
Correct.
Thank you. John and John, any questions?
Madam Chair.
Is there a motion to approve?
I motion to approve an entertainment license for DAB, a restaurant group LLC doing business as Yella on the Water, located at 31 Washington Ave.
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes,
So we did one motion. Is that Monday through Saturday? Because we're gonna do one for Sunday.
correct. Yes, Sunday they had before 1 p.m. Going till 10 p.m. on the license application.
And that's what they've had in the past, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I motion to approve a Sunday entertainment license for DAB Restaurant Group LLC doing business as Yella on the Water, 31 Washington Ave, Western Ave, sorry.
And I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes,
Great. Are there any questions for us before we leave?
I do not have any.
Great. Thank you so much. Have a great season.
Thank you.
Next order of business is J&Z Gloucester Food LLC, DBA George's Restaurant and Bar, 178 Washington Street. And we have Zorba with his name, with a hand, I'm sorry.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Good, how are
Good, How
you?
you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Can you state your name and address for the record?
Yes, Zorba Kinnickstein, 13 Spring Street, Gloucester, Mass. 01930.
Thank you very much. You are here before us. This is your second year as owners, or is it
Correct.
just third?
Second year for us as the new business owners.
And how is it going over at George's? Besides seeing the line outside every weekend?
Yeah, winter's been very tough, but we are excited for April 1st and to hit the ground running.
Great. And what are the hours of operation for George's to sell alcohol?
Alcohol sales start at 8 a.m. Monday through Saturday. And then the bar closes at like 10-ish during the week. We'll close a little bit earlier if we're empty. And then Sunday is going to be 10 a.m. to around, I would say 4 p.m. because we do breakfast and brunch until 3 p.m. But sometimes we'll have people hanging out for a bit.
Okay. John and John, do you have any questions?
Imagine the license, just Allison, make sure it says 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah. Is there a motion to approve?
I motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage restaurant license to J and Z Gloucester Food LLC, doing business at George's Restaurant and Bar, located at 178 Washington Street.
I second that motion.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Silva, do you have any questions for us?
No, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, you too.
Good luck.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Next order is number 1 Gloucester Buffet Inc., DBA Midori Chinese Japanese, located at 3236 Washington Street. Midori has their hand raised.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
How are you?
good. But can you say your name and address, please?
Guan Xiao Wu, 3236 Washington Street.
Thank you very much. So you've been in business for some time. Tell me about your operating hours.
Sunday to Thursday, 11 to 10. Friday, Saturday, 11 to 11.
Okay. And that's all indoors, correct? You don't have an outdoor area over there?
All indoor.
Thank you. John and John, any questions?
Nope.
John Lammery, you are muted.
Just saw that. I'm looking at the application, that the times are a little different. So just Melissa, it's more for
11.
Melissa.
11, John.
So I have 11 a.m. to 9:30.
Right, 9:30 and then
Monday through Thursday.
11 to, yes. Sorry, thanks.
Okay,
And then
so just to be clear, Sunday through Thursday is what?
11 to 9:30.
So not 10 o'clock, it's 9:30.
Yes.
Okay, and then Friday and Saturday is 11 to 11 still?
11 to 10:30.
10:30, okay,
Yes.
so a half hour
Sorry about
difference.
that. Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah. And then Sunday it was 11 or 12 p.m. to
12 to
9:30.
9:30. Yes.
Okay, I
Thank
just
you,
want to make
John.
sure they're correct.
Thanks.
Allison, did you catch all that for the license?
It's accurate in the application.
Okay, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9:30, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 10:30, Sunday is 12 to 9:30.
Yes.
Perfect.
Any other questions? Is there a motion to approve?
A motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage restaurant license to number 1 Gloucester Buffet Inc., doing business as Midori Chinese Japanese, located at 32 through 36 Washington Street.
And I second that motion.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for us? Your license has been renewed.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good season.
See you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next order of business is Saltwater Grill LLC, DBA Saltwater Grill, 226A Washington Street. Is there anyone here to represent Saltwater Grill?
I
thought John, yeah, John Allen is here.
Anyway,
John, if you could unmute and state your name and address for the record, that would be great. John, we cannot hear you. You need to unmute, please.
Oh,
Hello. Hi, John.
hi, this is Jack, John, legally John, but Jack Fallon.
Jack Allen.
131 North End Boulevard, Salisbury Beach, Massachusetts, 01952.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's that time of year to open up Saltwater Grill. That's an exciting time in the city.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Put the winter behind us.
Yeah. Hours of operation. What hours do you intend to be open for the sale of alcohol?
From noon until midnight. We were trying to put together with a 9 to midnight, a bar menu. So it would be a regular menu till 9 and then just have a abbreviated menu from 9 to 12.
So you're not going to serve alcohol before noontime any day of the week? And I'm just asking to be clear. I'm not.
I know, 11:30. Yes.
Jack, just to let you know, on your application, you have 11 a.m. to 12:30 a.m.
Oh, I'm sorry. It should be 11 to midnight.
So Monday through Sunday, 11 to midnight.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
And you're serving bar food after?
9, yeah, 9 to, it would be a smaller menu. It won't be a full dinner menu.
Okay. John, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No, I'm good.
I motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage restaurant license to Saltwater Grill LLC, doing business as Saltwater Grill, located at 226A Washington Street.
I second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to serve alcohol from 11 a.m. to midnight, Monday through Sunday. Any further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Leverin.
Yes.
Jack, do you have any questions for us?
Just getting back to the outdoor seating, because we had some tables out there through the COVID. Now, is that going to be permissible?
No, I stated a few minutes ago that any extension of premise that was agreed upon or regulated through COVID is no longer in existence. So if you do want to extend your premise to serve alcohol outside, you would have to file an extension of premise, and that would make it permanent.
Oh,
You
I
would have
see.
to go through, you'd have to go through zoning board and all the inspections to be sure that you're in compliance. So I think it's a little bit more stricter than COVID, but at the same time doable.
Okay.
But you just have to make sure that you're zoned for the outdoors. COVID's let a lot of people do dining outdoors where it's non-existent now.
I see, because it was such a success, that I thought we could continue with it. So I'd have to go to the zoning board then to start.
So, yes, and then you file an extension of premise application with, through the ABCC.
I see. Okay, very good.
Actually, it's on their website, but I think you file it with us first.
All righty. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Thank you. Take care.
Next matter is Sunrise Chinese Restaurant, Inc., DBA Horizons Chinese Restaurant at 4 Rogers Street. And I see an SC. If we could promote, oh, there we go. Hi, can you please state, hi, can you state your name and address for the record?
宝红鞋 145 Essex Avenue, 510 apartment, Gloucester, Mass.
Thank you. Allison, did you get that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Great. How are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. What are your, have you been open year round or do you just open for the season?
So we're gonna run all year.
Okay, and then you just serve alcohol seasonal?
Yes.
So tell me about what hours you wanted to be available to serve alcohol.
So right now we have a Monday to Thursday, we have 11:30 to 9:30.
Okay.
The Friday, Saturday, we have 11:30 to 10:30. Sunday, 12:30 to 9:30 PM.
Okay. Any complaints from the neighbors?
What?
Any complaints from your neighbors?
No, thank you.
Great. Okay. John, any questions?
No.
Yeah, the application had a couple days, so I'm sure it was probably just getting used to the system. They only have Tuesday, Friday, Saturday in there, so I'm not sure what Allison has to do to get the hours that they gave you for the rest of the days.
Yeah, for
ahead.
now, we close Tuesday.
So Allison, did you capture all the hours that she requested when she stated as opposed to going through what was inputted into the online system?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great.
Okay. I motion to approve an all alcohol beverage restaurant licenses Sunrise Chinese Restaurant, Inc., doing business as Horizon Chinese Restaurant at 4 Rogers Street.
I second that motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for us?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good season.
Okay, you too. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Next matter is the Trio Building Inc., DBA Lobsterland Restaurant, 84 Causeway Street, and Corey Gramus is raising his hand.
你说什么？
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Corey.
Corey.
Good evening. This is Corey Gramus at 84 Causeway Street in Gloucester, Mass.
Great. Hold on, I'm just pulling up your application. Are you looking forward to opening?
I am.
I have a neighbor that's looking forward to it too. Let's see. Anything different this year?
No, just again, as of right now, closed on Mondays, operating Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11:30 to 9:30, and Sunday, 11:30 to 9.
Okay. John and John, any questions?
No.
John Lammery, you're muted.
Yeah, just again, the application has different hours. It looks like it's 11:30 to 9:30, Tuesday through Sunday, so I don't know if Corey just wants to leave it at that.
Yeah, I'd prefer to leave it at that, just to have the option of staying open until 9:30 in the summer during the week. It just typically we close the kitchen at 9 midweek.
Allison, do you have that?
I'm sorry, I was calling the person after him. Corey, can you say that again?
I think we're fine with leaving it how the application is,
Oh.
11:30 a.m. through 9:30 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thank you.
We're
Do you
good.
have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve a seasonal all alcohol beverage restaurant license for the Trio Building, Inc., doing business as Lobsterland Restaurant at 84 Causeway Street.
I'm sorry, could I just object? I apologize.
That's okay, go ahead.
So in terms of like if I was staffed appropriately and in June I wanted to do a brunch at 10 a.m. on Sundays, does that mean, should I ask for that now in this situation, regardless of whether it happens or not?
Absolutely.
Okay, could I just change Sunday to, actually Saturday and Sunday to 10 a.m.?
So Monday through Friday is still gonna stay at 11:30 to 9:30,
Correct.
and Saturday, Sunday is going to be 10. You just want me to work. 10 to when, 9:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, so does this mean breakfast is never coming back?
Breakfast isn't, but we're looking at bringing eggs Benedict and a waffle and all, some kind of a brunch menu with obviously Bloody Marys and mimosas. So there'll be something.
And your outdoor area, that was under COVID regulations, correct?
No, we
Have the
went
deck?
through.
We approved it.
No, but so you have the deck that was approved,
Yeah,
but that side area that you were using during COVID?
that's that the deck replaced
Oh,
that.
that's
We're-
where the deck is. Okay. got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Thank
Okay. Is there a motion to approve? We already did that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, my
Um,
apologies.
No, it's not you, it's us.
I don't think I seconded.
Okay. I knew we left off somewhere. Any
Second.
further discussion? Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
So let's move on to their entertainment license, Monday through Saturday. What hours did you want for entertainment? I know it was for inside and outside.
No inside, just outside.
Just outdoors, I see.
Yeah.
And that
11
was
to
11:30 to 9?
Yeah.
Is that Monday through Saturday, 11:30 to 9 outside? And did you do this last year?
So last year, if you recall, was the first time I applied for an entertainment license, and we limited it to just Saturday and Sundays from, I believe, 11 to 5.
And how did that work out?
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
No
And,
complaints from
no.
any surrounding neighbors? Okay.
Nope. And so we thought this year, we'd like the option of doing music midweek in the summer. Plus we do pipe music through the deck when we're not having live music. And but what we're basically envisioning is, and again, 90% of our acts were just a solo acoustic, is being able to do a 12 to 3 gig and then a 5 to 8 gig.
And is that what you intend to do, is just a little acoustic?
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of duets, but again, economically for us, because there's no dance floor, it's really
Right.
just part of the atmosphere. The solo acoustic just works out the best.
Great. Any questions, John and John?
No, so you're not having breakfast anymore.
No,
We get back to that.
I had to ask because
I'm getting
usually
too old
that's our summer breakfast place. Okay.
It's too long of a day.
I don't blame you, Corey.
Trying to work smarter, not harder.
I got you.
Do we have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve the entertainment license for the Trio Building, Inc., doing business as Lobsterland Restaurant at 84 Causeway Street.
I second that motion.
Any further discussion?
No.
Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Corey, I'm gonna assume the same thing on Sunday. Do you have different hours?
No,
Is there a motion to approve?
I motion to approve a Sunday entertainment license for the Trio Building, Inc., doing business as Lobsterland Restaurant at 84 Causeway Street.
Second that motion?
Any further discussion?
No.
Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lammery.
Yes.
Great. Corey, do you have any questions for us?
no, not at all. Just thank you for your service and for being here tonight.
When are you opening?
The 14th.
Chicken piccata is my favorite there. So
It's still on the menu. Still on.
perfect. See you on the 14th.
Good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Hi, Corey.
Good night, Corey.
Next order of business is seasonal restaurant wine and malt with Cordial's liquor license, Smickers Holding LLC, Talese, located at, I think I said that right, Talese, 33 River Road.
Hello, you said it right.
Thank you. Thought I remembered that.
Yeah. This is Ariel Smith. Josh is here as well. Josh Smith. We're at 13 Merchant Street, Gloucester, Mass.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Of course.
When you opening?
We are aiming for May 12th.
Okay. That's for Mother's Day. Oh, so you won't be open Mother's Day.
No, we tried, but a lot of our staff is kind of coming back the second week of May. So we're going to push it till then.
Okay. And what are your hours of operation?
Just to make things difficult for Allison, we are switching up what we originally said. So we're going to close on Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
And open Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then just like Lobsterland with the potential of having brunch, we're going to do Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay. So let's talk about the licensed area of where you sell alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
It's my understanding it's when you walk in and then you have a covered patio.
Yes. So that was the original, before COVID, we always had just our indoor area and then the covered porch.
Yep.
So we won't be serving on the open air deck that was just allowed for COVID.
Right. Okay. So it's indoors
Mm-hmm.
in the inside with I think it's a bar area on the side, and then the covered patio.
Yes.
Okay. Not outside on the side deck, not on in the front of the building or anything like that.
Nope. Those were only allowed for COVID. So,
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I know we have some of your neighbors watching that sent us a letter with concerns, but I think you've pretty much addressed those. John and John, do you have questions?
No, I think I'm okay.
Madam Chair.
So let me just ask, are you staying open longer than you were before, or are you cutting back by a day?
No, same. We're going to be 5 days a week and then mid-May to mid-October.
Okay. And you stayed open till 10 in the past? Correct? Okay. Just want to be clear. And how are things going with the communication with the neighbors?
Good. I'm sure you read that email. We had a meeting with them last week and we try to communicate, our hours and the changes that we're making and everything we've all talked about with our checklist over the last couple of years. So I think the communication is well, and they know that they can reach out to us if there's anything that they're concerned about.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Is there a motion to approve?
A motion to approve a seasonal restaurant wine and malt with cordials liqueurs license to Smicker Holdings LLC, doing business as
Talise.
Talise, thank you. 33 River Road.
I second.
Any further discussion?
No.
Roll call vote?
Mr. Orlando,
Yes.
Ms. Prince,
Yes.
Mr. Lemron.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for us while you're here?
No, that's it. Thank you very much.
Wishing you a very successful season.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Next order of business is Melissa Arsala, DBA Sugar Magnolias, 112 Main Street. Is there anyone here to represent Sugar Magnolias? It's like deja vu.
I called her, but I texted her, but she didn't respond.
Okay. So this matter will be put over till tomorrow night. And if we could let her know she has to appear. This was part of a problem last year, I believe.
Mhm.
Okay. Discussions, deliberations, and action. I don't have anything else to talk about today.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely positive. Nothing that the public could hear. new business. Is there anything new that you gentlemen would like to bring before the board?
I think
Yeah,
the only thing
can we find some restaurants that are open on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday? It's real hard when you own an accommodations.
I think
You
there'll
don't
be a
have
few
to answer
open.
that.
I think there'll be a few open.
Just a few.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. And if it gets really busy in the summer, they'll open up if they have the help. I think it's a little bit of a struggle. If not, we're coming to your place.
Well, it used to be a big struggle because none of us were busy on Sundays.
Right.
But the last year and a half, we've all been sold out on weekdays, Sundays and weekdays. So it has changed.
Yes. John, did you have anything?
Yeah, I know we talked about the BYOB
Mhm.
our license. I don't know if we ever created a license for that.
So we didn't create an application. I know that.
Right.
We
So-
probably should consider that.
I just think, it's come up a couple times the last couple meetings, so just something that we probably need to think about. Maybe once Allison gets a true inquiry, then we find something.
Are you suggesting that you're gonna create a sample for us to consider?
If there's a sample out there that I can mimic,
There
I
is.
can.
Actually, I'll find
easy-
some for you. There is
Okay.
applications out there. I think I have them.
All right,
when I
yeah,
lived
just send
there,
them. I
that's
can,
weird.
in my spare time.
Bet you have more than I do.
Madam
Yes, I
Chair,
can-
you
I can
have
do
a
that.
hand raised.
I was gonna say, I think James wants to say something to us. I can't remember if he's had his hand up the whole time.
No, he hasn't.
I'm so sorry. I didn't miss anything tonight, right? I was first up and that was the only matter that was involved for Castle Manor Inn, correct?
Correct. You are the
Okay.
first to
You
be
stayed through
heard
the
and
whole
last
thing.
to leave.
I jumped up real quick and I came back and I thought I may have missed something, but all right, thank you. Appreciate everyone's time.
Thank you. Have
Have
a
a
great
good
night.
They haven't
Thank
applied
you.
for
Good
their
night, James.
entertainments. They should probably do so.
Yeah,
hasn't
the
applied?
entertainment license has been pending, is it pending since March 8th? I actually just checked on that. That's why I was kind of sitting here a little nervously and I pulled that up as the meeting was going on, but the application was submitted on the 8th.
I think that you're waiting for the building department to okay their, I don't know if they've come out for their inspections yet. So I think that's what's pending. That's what's holding you up on your entertainment right now.
Yeah, so they came out last week,
Okay,
but I'm gonna follow up on it tomorrow.
okay. All right, I'll check into it as well.
All right, thank you, Allison. I appreciate all your help.
Welcome.
So for tomorrow night, it's my understanding it's mostly lodging. I have to relook at the agenda, and we have just the matter of Sugar Magnolias kicked over tonight. So that's pretty good. Do we have any seasonal licenses on tomorrow, Allison?
No, everyone's been done tonight except for Missy, and then Annisquam Yacht Club doesn't want to come before the board until April.
That's okay.
So he got his signature page in, so. Yeah, we're good.
Great. Is there a motion to adjourn this licensing board for the day?
So move.
Seconded.
Roll call vote?
Did I get this one right? Mr. Landau,
Aye.
Miss Prince,
Hell yeah.
Mr. Lamarand.
Yes.
Thank you all very much. It's been a long day. Hopefully the next one's a shorter. We never have to do this again,
That would be nice.
but I bet we do.
There, yeah.
All
Thank
depends
you.
how we act.
All right, everyone have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow,
All
at
right,
6:30.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.